Hello, I'm Kelly Chambers, and I'm running for Pierce County Executive because I believe in making our community a better place for all of us. I grew up in Tacoma and have raised my family here, so I understand the importance of ensuring Pierce County is a great place to live, work, and play. I am deeply invested in our community. As the first in my family to go to college, and as a former single mom who was once on welfare and is now an entrepreneur, I know firsthand the struggles many families face. I've been there, trying to pay the utility bills and dealing with the rising cost of living. That's why I'm committed to protecting your energy choices and ensuring our local government operates efficiently. Public safety, homelessness, and affordability are critical issues we need to address head-on. And I'm proud to be the only candidate endorsed by the Pierce County Sheriff's Guild because they trust me to tackle these challenges with integrity and determination. I also believe it's essential to protect our local natural resources and ensure we have a vibrant economy where everyone has the opportunity to achieve the American dream. It's crucial that we build houses that keep pace with demand and incomes, ensuring everyone has a place to call home. With bipartisan support, I'm confident we can work together to achieve these goals. I'm Kelly Chambers, and I ask for your support, and together, we can build a brighter future for Pierce County. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ryan Mello, and I'm running for Pierce County Executive. I first moved to Tacoma in 1997 to attend the University of Puget Sound, and I quickly fell in love with the people and this beautiful place. Since then, I've committed my career to bettering life for people here in Pierce County. I started as an AmeriCorps volunteer at the United Way of Pierce County, was elected to our Metro Parks Tacoma board, and served as the first openly gay member of the Tacoma City Council. I've spent the last 4 years serving on the Pierce County Council, deepening my connections with leaders across our county and working to find balanced and common sense solutions to our most pressing challenges. After serving as executive director of the Pierce Conservation District for 9 years, I know what it takes to manage a large-scale organization. I led a team of 35 conservation professionals committed to protecting our natural resources. On the County Council, I've worked to expand broadband access for families and businesses in our rural communities, increased funding for thousands more units of affordable housing, and started our Vision Zero planning effort to redesign our roadways and eliminate traffic-related deaths and serious injuries by 2035. I worked with my council colleagues and faith-based communities to create safe parking sites for people experiencing homelessness, expanded tiny home villages and other supportive housing, increased rental assistance and access to property tax reductions for seniors so people can stay in their homes. As council chair, I led the way in creating our 2024 to 2025 budget, which had bipartisan support and made investments across Pierce County for law enforcement and community safety, parks and trails, senior centers, new small businesses and childcare access, transportation, and more. In the executive's office, I'm committed to working together to find bipartisan and made in Pierce County solutions to the challenges we are facing. We will only achieve the progress that we deserve by working together to make Pierce County a place where every family thrives and has the access to opportunity. I'm committed to doing what it takes to protect our communities, reproductive health, and our freedoms. My work to better our community has earned me support from Democrats like U.S. Representatives Derek Kilmer and Marilyn Strickland, Republicans and independents like Lakewood Mayor Jason Whalen, University Place Mayor Javier Figueroa, along with trusted community organizations like Pierce County Labor Council, Pierce County Professional Firefighters, Planned Parenthood, Washington Conservation Action, and more. I'm Ryan Mello. I humbly ask for your vote to serve as your next Pierce County Executive. I hope you'll join me in building a stronger Pierce County for all.
Hello, my name is Cindy Fajardo, and I am running for Pierce County Sheriff because I believe I have the experience and vision we need to fight crime in our communities. For over 35 years, I've been honored to serve as a deputy, a sergeant, lieutenant, and as a commander. Now, I am prepared to bring my experience and my vision for the department to the elected position of Pierce County Sheriff. Pierce County is my home. The alarming rate of violent juvenile crime deeply distresses me. It is disheartening to learn that Pierce County has the highest motor vehicle fatality rate in the entire state. I hear it every day. People are sick and tired of drugs on the street, property crimes, and vandalisms. These concerning issues highlight the urgent need for effective measures and proactive strategies to address these serious problems. I believe it's time to put more officers back on the street, increase their visibility, and ensure that they have the resources they need to keep us safe. I am proud to say that I am the only sheriff's candidate to have won the endorsement of the Pierce County Sheriff's Guild. There's a reason for that important endorsement. The men and women of the Sheriff's Department trust my leadership. Working together with other public safety officers, we will set a new standard of excellence in the Sheriff's Department. We will put more highly trained deputy sheriffs on our streets and in our neighborhoods and crack down on the drug epidemic that threatens the very fabric of our community. Together, we can make a meaningful difference and strive towards a brighter future for Pierce County. I hope you will cast your vote for Cindy Fajardo for sheriff. I have the direct, hands-on experience and forward-thinking, practical vision that we need to bring positive results to crime fighting in Pierce County. Thank you so much for your consideration.
Hello, Pierce County. My name is Craig Gaucher, and I'm running for Pierce County Sheriff. With over a decade of dedicated service in law enforcement and extensive leadership experience, I'm committed to making our community safer and stronger for everyone. I have served as the Vice President of the Pierce County Deputy Sheriff's Guild from 2018 to 2021, advocating for our deputies and ensuring they have the support and resources needed to serve our community effectively. This work has earned me the sole endorsements of the Pierce County Corrections Guild, the AFSCME union, which covers the mental health unit and other civilian employees within the jail, and the Puyallup Police Association. Currently, I chair the Global Development Committee for Veterans at Expedia Group, focusing on advancing opportunities for those who have served our country. Throughout my career, I have gained extensive experience in leadership, investigations, and criminal enforcement. Additionally, I bring 20 years of service in the Washington Army National Guard, currently serving as a first sergeant. This unique blend of military, law enforcement, and private sector expertise equips me to tackle our challenges with integrity, bravery, and a deep commitment to public safety. I have been honored with 3 Medals of Valor, 2 life-saving medals, and other commendations, but what drives me is my passion for service. As your sheriff, I will prioritize public safety by reducing crime through proactive policing and innovative investigative techniques. Education is a cornerstone of my approach. I hold a master's in public safety leadership and administration from Arizona State University and a bachelor's in public administration from Northwest University. I believe in continuous learning and training to keep our deputies equipped with the best practices in law enforcement. Community service has always been close to my heart. I've spent 17 years supporting the Special Olympics Torch Run campaign and 6 years advocating for autism awareness. Building strong relationships with our community is crucial to effective law enforcement. I am committed to transparency, accountability, and open communication between the Sheriff's Department and our community. My experience as a global strategy and planning leader at Expedia Group and a worldwide counterfeit crime manager at Amazon has equipped me with the skills to implement innovative solutions and foster strategic partnerships. As your sheriff, I promise to uphold every citizen's constitutional rights, address the rising crime rates, and be accountable to you, the people. Together, we can create a safer, more resilient Pierce County. I am dedicated to fostering trust, enhancing public safety, and building a community where every resident feels safe, valued, and empowered. On Election Day, vote for Craig Gaucher for Pierce County Sheriff. Let's build a future where every resident feels safe, valued, and empowered. Thank you for your support. Together, we can make Pierce County a safer place for all.
Hello, I'm Patty Jackson, and I'm running for Pierce County Sheriff. I've heard loud and clear that you want a sheriff who will not only make our neighborhoods safe, but a sheriff who will strengthen the bonds between our citizens and law enforcement through trust and transparency. I have the skills and leadership experience to do just that. I'm committed to preventing crime and protecting our way of life. That's why you'll see me out in your neighborhoods, not just sitting behind a desk. I'll be working hand in hand with you to solve problems and keeping you informed about what we're doing and why. That is a sure path to success. On top of that, I am clear-eyed about the serious challenges we face, such as crime, addiction, mental health issues, and too few deputies. It is a daunting list, but together we can change lives and make a difference. I also know that different communities have different needs. What works for families on the Key Peninsula may not be a right fit for a community in the Graham area. A tailored, grassroots approach is essential. Law enforcement can't solve every problem, but I will do what's needed to get criminals off the streets. I'll collaborate with community groups, businesses, and government partners to reduce crime and address root issues. We can be a safe community where everyone feels heard, valued, and equally served. I am committed to making sure that happens by wisely managing resources that ensure your safety and your freedom. Something else that sets me apart is that I have more law enforcement leadership experience than any other candidate by far. In fact, I have 35 years' experience in law enforcement with the Pierce County Sheriff's Department. And that's another reason why I've earned endorsements from Republican, Democrat, and independent leaders, including County Executive Bruce Dammeier, County Council Chair Ryan Mello, Speaker of the House Lori Jenkins, Representative J.T. Wilcox, former Sheriff Paul Pastor, and other law enforcement professionals who know what it takes to tackle this tough job. I am a person of action. I am ready to go to work for you right now. It would be an honor to serve as your next Pierce County Sheriff. Please remember to vote for me, Patty Jackson. Thank you.
My name is Keith Swank. I'm a police captain and U.S. Army veteran with 33 years of law enforcement experience on street patrol and commanding special units like the SWAT team and bomb squad. I'm running for Pierce County Sheriff to fight crime, improve serious problems in the department, and make our community a safer place to live. In my first 15 years on street patrols, I made countless high-stakes arrests, including over 100 undercover busts of violent criminals and sex offenders. On July 28, 2006, a man committing a mass shooting at the Seattle Jewish Federation called into 911 to make demands. At a loss for words, the dispatcher turned to me, the commander of the 911 center. I was able to bring calm to the chaotic and life-threatening crisis, convincing the killer to throw down his guns and surrender, without further loss of life to hostages. I later took the lessons I learned from decades on patrol to the U.S. Department of Justice and taught crisis intervention and de-escalation to officers across the country. In 2020, Seattle City leaders called on me and my team to finally clear the lawless CHOP riot zone once and for all, bringing law and order back to Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood. I'm telling you these real-life stories for a reason. I'm the only candidate for sheriff with 33 years of accomplishments on patrol and in command positions coming from an outside agency. Now, why is that important? Well, after years of public controversy, the department has some serious problems that need fixing by the next sheriff. Current department leadership has a 150-14 no confidence vote from the deputies. That's unacceptable. I can and will turn these problems around without bias or favoritism to anyone involved. My priorities will be busting violent criminals and sex offenders. I'll also work to fully enforce our immigration laws and protect your property. We'll work to clean up the homeless encampments in a humane way that directs those in need to the proper help and treatment. My vision for our sheriff department is a highly professional team that always respects citizens' rights and enforces important laws that keep our community safe and protected. It's time that Pierce County has the world-class professional law enforcement agency it deserves. For safe streets, remember to vote Keith Swank. I'll get the job done. Thank you, and stay safe out there.
Hello, my name is Marty Campbell, and I've had the privilege of calling Pierce County my home for over 30 years. This is where I chose to start my small businesses, and have had the honor to serve our community as a former Tacoma City Council member and as current Vice Chair of the Pierce County Council. I'm running for Pierce County Assessor Treasurer because we deserve quality customer service, efficient use of taxpayer dollars, and fair and professional tax assessments. I am the only candidate with county-level experience, and I'm uniquely qualified for the duties and responsibilities of the Assessor Treasurer's office. As a county council member, I've responsibly ensured all of our tax dollars are used effectively and have always maintained balanced budgets. As the Chief Executive Officer of my own organization, I was responsible for leading an award-winning company that was known across the region for our friendly customer service. I'm committed to making sure everyone in our community benefits from our policies, including our veterans, seniors, those on a fixed income, and people hoping to buy their first home right here in our neighborhoods. My job as Pierce County Assessor Treasurer will be to implement a more fair and efficient tax system that makes good use of homeowners' hard-earned dollars. I've demonstrated this commitment on the city and county councils, ensuring our tax dollars are used well, and as a small business owner, maintaining responsibility to my customers, employees, and the bottom line. My focus, as always, has been serving the needs of the people of Pierce County. I'm active in the community, having served on many boards and commissions, including Pierce County Commission Against Domestic Violence, the Grand Cinema, Zoo Truck Authority, Tacoma Arts Live, and the Pierce County Agricultural Advisory Committee, and others across our county. I'm running for Assessor Treasurer because I have the unique public service experience to improve the office's efficiency and streamline services in a way that best serves the people of Pierce County. I am proud to be supported by Democrats, Republicans, and Independents. I've earned the endorsement of former council members and mayors from across the county, including Tacoma, Lakewood, Fircrest, Puyallup, Steilacoom, Gig Harbor, University Place, and others. They've endorsed me because they trust that I'll manage an efficient, fiscally responsible Assessor Treasurer's office. I don't take this role lightly, and I hope that I can earn your trust and your vote.
Hello, I'm working to be your next Pierce County Assessor Treasurer. My name is Kent Keel. Property taxes are high, and they are rising. As Assessor Treasurer, I will shine a spotlight on this issue to slow it down. I believe it is essential that Pierce County taxpayers have an advocate to help ensure we are treated fairly and that taxing agencies understand the true impact of their increasing taxes. We need an Assessor Treasurer who can empathize with the need for cities, schools, and special agencies to collect property taxes. These entities also need to know that the Assessor Treasurer understands the intricacies of their budget decision-making process. As school board president, city mayor, Association of Washington Cities president, National League of Cities technology chair, and Sound Transit chair, I have a detailed and in-depth understanding of what these entities must consider when making requests to collect property taxes. We need an Assessor Treasurer who is accustomed and willing to challenge legislators about their cost-raising and tax-raising legislation rather than agree with them and endorse them. We need an Assessor Treasurer who has actual experience doing corporate-level executive work. I have been the executive responsible for technology in all the stores of a global retailer with annual sales over $6 billion. I have been the executive responsible for all business and education technology of a large school district that revolutionized education technology. 2 of my projects have been inducted into the Smithsonian National Museum of American History as international exemplary uses of technology. I am confident in saying, without any stretch of reality, that I have the requisite training, education, and work experience to perform the corporate-level executive job functions of Pierce County Assessor Treasurer. I'm not just repeating buzzwords. This is why I have endorsements from notable leaders in not just one party, but both major political parties, such as Congresswoman Marilyn Strickland, Pierce County Executive Bruce Danmeyer, Tacoma Mayor Victoria Woodards, and 2nd District State Senator Jim McCune. Newsflash. These Pierce County Republicans and Democrats agree that I'm the best candidate for Pierce County Assessor Treasurer. I am fair, I am balanced, and I will do the best job for taxpayers. I ask for your vote. Learn more about me at kentkeel.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joe Lonergan. I'm here to ask for your vote to become Pierce County's next Assessor Treasurer. I've lived in Pierce County for more than 40 years. I got married to my wife Beth in 2001, and we purchased our home in southeast Tacoma, where we are raising 2 wonderful young men. I received my degree in business administration from Eastern Washington University with majors in marketing and management. After graduation, I worked for nearly a decade as an advertising account executive before being elected to 2 terms on the Tacoma City Council. During my 8 years on the council, I worked closely with communities throughout Pierce County as chair of the South Sound 911 Policy Board and chair of the Pierce County Regional Council. I was also an active member of the Pierce County Cities and Towns Association. Additionally, I served as chair of the Government Performance and Finance Committee for the City of Tacoma. I am proud to have the enthusiastic support of the senior management team in the Assessor Treasurer's office. They know that I am the best person for this important role. The Assessor Treasurer oversees a complex system and ensures property taxes are fair. The office determines the taxable value for more than 325,000 properties throughout the county. Using these values, the Assessor Treasurer then levies and collects nearly $2 billion in property taxes each year on behalf of taxing districts. These fund schools, public safety, parks, roads, libraries, and so much more. For the last 12 years, we've had award-winning leadership in the Assessor Treasurer's office, making sure property values are accurate and every taxpayer is only paying their fair share. Dozens of improvements in policies, processes, and technologies have been implemented to ensure integrity and fairness. I am committed to building on this foundation and continuing to live up to the office motto of better every day. I believe the Assessor Treasurer works for the taxpayer. He is also an important source of information for legislators, the media, and the public. I will continue to be a strong voice for limiting the relentless appetite for growing government spending. It is imperative that we have a trustworthy, fair, and thoughtful individual working for you in this role. I am grateful to have the trust of the current Assessor Treasurer and the senior management team of the Assessor Treasurer's office, as well as community leaders and thousands of friends and neighbors across Pierce County. I hope I have earned your trust as well. I know there are many offices on the ballot this year. Please include Joe Lonergan on your list of candidates who are worthy of your vote.
Hello, I'm Davita Haygood, and I'm excited to be running for Pierce County Council Position 2. As an educator, a community organizer, and a community advocate, I've dedicated my life to serving Pierce County. I've seen firsthand the struggles our neighbors face, from housing insecurities to environmental challenges and the need for greater youth engagement. I'm running for Pierce County Council Position 2 because I believe in the power of authentic community, a place where every voice is heard, every person is valued, and every need is met. My platform is focused on 3 key pillars: ensuring access to affordable housing and inclusive development, advancing environmental justice and conservation, and empowering our youth. By working together on these critical issues, we can create a Pierce County that works for everyone, where every resident has the chance to flourish. But I can't do this alone. I look forward to listening to your ideas and concerns as we work toward a brighter and more equitable future. Together, we will build an authentic community that uplifts and empowers everyone in Pierce County.
Hello and good day. My name is Nate Lowry, and I'm running for Pierce County Council Position Number 2. I know our district very well, having lived in Edgewood and Puyallup for over 45 years now. I love our area, and personally invested in seeing our county council make wise and beneficial decisions. All my K through 12 schooling was in the Puyallup School District, and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in landscape architecture from WSU. Through hard work, I've built a 20-plus career as a licensed landscape architect. I'm also a small business owner and spent a number of years as a commercial contractor. I'm running for the Pierce County Council to build on my work as a 2-term Edgewood City Council member and past Planning Commission member. I also served on the Pierce County Regional Council until 2023 when I termed out of office. I will bring extensive knowledge and perspective to this position. In fact, my 12 years of political experience is by far the most of any candidate in this race. Position number 2 was recently vacated in 2022 and reappointed less than 2 years ago. I'm running as an independent as I strongly feel neither party really represents me in Washington State anymore. Special interests are prevalent in both parties, and honestly feel a local county position should be a nonpartisan position to best serve Pierce County voters. I prefer a small government approach and let the charge dissolve Edgewood City car tab fee. I also voted against sending property tax to the ballot, spoke out strongly against ST Sound Transit 3, and voted to limit small business taxes. I strongly support law enforcement and work hard to support our cops and first responders, including boosting recruitment. I also work to strongly support transportation improvements, economic development, and education, just as I did on the City Council. I'm a strong advocate for parks and recreation, given my background, and will do the same for Pierce County. I will be a passionate, independent, and experienced voice for Pierce County and would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Hello, my name is John Limbo, and I'm running for Pierce County Council District 3. I bring firsthand experience to the office. I came from a broken home where we lived in the projects in White Center, Mom using the social system to get training and help provide a better life for my family. As a young adult, I too used the system when times were tough and to better my life before getting a union job. I now try and pass it forward to help anyone in need. My elected experience is with South Pierce Fire and Rescue Fire Commissioner, Washington State Fire Commissioners Association Director, Machinist Lodge Executive Board, Pierce County Central Labor Council Delegate, State Labor Council Economic and Development and Transportation Committee, Workforce Development Committee, and King County Labor Council Port Union Coalition, and Pierce County Fair Board. I am the founder and chair of Hex Rec Recreation Committee, plus Pierce County Fair Youth Market Show and Sale Manager. I have an associate's degree in Fire Protection Engineering Technology, a bachelor's degree in Labor Studies, graduate degree in Work and Labor Policy, advanced certificate in Workforce Development. My community service includes superintendent to Pierce County Fair Board, Pierce County Fair Market Sale Manager, Pierce County Fair Foundation member, and 4-H and FFA parent. As a fire commissioner of South Pierce Fire and Rescue and Washington State Fire Commissioners Association Region 7 Director, I look forward to the challenges and new opportunities to help our citizens and first responders to enhance community safety. I have worked as a machinist and a union chief shop steward. In these roles, as well as my commissioner roles, I've learned to work with and respect a diverse group of people. I will work towards creating a progressive future and stability for Pierce County Council District 3 by advocating for our citizens, making sure that our hard-earned tax dollars are being used responsibly. I will make every effort to ensure first responders have necessary personnel, equipment, and tools to perform their jobs safely, and our citizens and homeless population have access to the services they need. I am committed to quiet progress characterized by continuous learning, gradual improvement, and focus on long-term goals leading to substantial quality, productivity, and positive outcomes within our district. I am currently endorsed by the IAM Local Lodge 289, Pierce County Central Labor Council, Pierce County Democrats, and IAM Aerospace Machinists Union District Lodge 751, and International Association of Firefighters Local Lodge 726.
Hello, my name is Marcus Young, and I'm running to represent you as your council member on the Pierce County Council for District 3. I am proud to be many things, but the most important is being a father to my 8 children, 3 of whom are my adopted nephews, and a loving husband to my wife. It's raising my family that first inspired me to run for office, to make our community a better place. The importance of service has been ingrained in me from a young age. It was my great-grandmother who raised me. She took me weekly to serve hot meals to the homeless at our neighborhood church. We also visited care centers for elderly at a nearby nursing home. It's this giving back that has been at the core of my life's mission and work. For me, the term public servant is not just a title to me, but it comes with responsibility and accountability. People rely on you to serve their needs and interests. And as the president of the Bethel School Board, I've worked diligently to serve both the staff, students, and families, no matter their background, income, race, or culture. I've seen what the power of bringing people together to work for a common goal can do. When I decided to run for council, I wanted to be the best representative of this community that I could be. And that's why I'm running with no party preference. Partisan politics has long divided our district, and I want to put people over politics. District 3 presents a fascinating tapestry of diversity, with its urban expanses and rural landscapes, each telling their own stories, each with distinct needs and concerns. And as your council member, I'll work hard to represent our urban and rural communities equally. We must preserve farmland, support local businesses, improve infrastructure, provide better access to services, empower our youth, reduce housing prices, and improve public safety. I am the only candidate who can go beyond the D's and the R's, unifying our community and find practical solutions that help everyone. Our county is facing serious challenges, and I will bring bipartisan leadership and innovation to rethinking the way we work on housing affordability, strengthening our economy, expanding our services, uplifting our youth, and fortifying our infrastructure. I will be a strong leader for all of District 3 and know that together we can create a future where everyone has opportunity. I'm ready to serve you and your families, and I hope to earn your vote. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rosie Ayala, and I am running to represent District 4 on the Pierce County Council. My parents wanted a better life for me than the one they experienced. They left their home and everything they ever knew to immigrate to the United States. Their decision, the single move, meant the difference between me growing up in a red clay hut in the mountains of Mexico, just like they did, and me speaking to you today. Their experiences with politics and government were ones of negligence, greed, and intimidation. However, my childhood was filled with hot school meals, summer programs, and assistance for college. I've seen government work well for people, but I've also seen it lag behind. In my young adulthood, I fell into some difficult times. Again, public services were there to support me. Like so many people in Pierce County today, I was on unemployment and food stamps. I endured housing instability. I was a college graduate who was working multiple jobs and didn't make enough to pay rent. I understand what it means to live paycheck to paycheck. I rarely saw policymakers with my lived experience, even though it's a common story. My experience alongside my drive to create government that supports and invests in its people is why I first ran for office. As a Metro Parks Board Commissioner, I've been able to bring meaningful changes to community. I focused on historically marginalized and disinvested communities, worked to address the safety in our parks, protect our green spaces, and ensure that every young person has a safe place to be when they're not in school. These efforts would not have been possible without partnership. I understand that in order to go far, we need to go together. On the Pierce County Council, I will continue to focus on uplifting historically marginalized and disinvested communities. I will bring the same values and leadership forward to more people to ensure that we can all thrive together the same way that I've been able to thrive. I've been endorsed by over 50 elected officials, community leaders, labor unions, and organizations across the county because they've seen me work. They know that I will bring innovative and bipartisan solutions to the toughest challenges facing Pierce County. Whether you live in Tacoma, Furcrest, or University Place, I would be proud to represent you. My name is Rosie Ayala, and I would be honored to earn your vote.
Hello, my name is Rodney Robinson, and I'm running for Pierce County Council, Position 4. I'm a proud lifelong resident of Pierce County. I've been around long enough to remember when Tacoma Mall had twin cinemas. I'm a product of Bethlehem Baptist Church on the east side, Boy Scout Troop 109, and a proud member of the graduating class of 1999 from Henry Foss High School. I've worked in systems throughout my career as a human service professional, and this proximity to local and state government has given me a unique insight into how policy impacts our daily lives. I'm running for Pierce County Council because I realize the critical role that council plays in maintaining and encouraging a high quality of life in the residents of Pierce County. As a small business owner, a parent, and a housing advocate, I will bring a unique and grounded perspective to council. As a homeless systems advocate, I've worked to increase the number of financial resources that we receive from both state and federal funding sources to address our homelessness crisis. During my term as the chair of the Pierce County Continuum of Care, I worked with our service community and young adult leaders to apply for more than $5 million in grants from HUD. It's also important to me that we work collectively to ensure that we protect our green spaces and continue to lower our county's carbon footprint. We cannot allow our natural habitats and waterways to be polluted and destroyed, and we must prioritize initiatives to preserve and restore these ecosystems. When elected, I also will work to increase civic engagement by promoting participation on community boards. I believe that civic engagement is a great way to promote a sense of ownership in our community, especially among young people. My career has shown that there is nothing like collaboration to create innovation. If we want to solve these complex problems and ensure a high quality of life for all of our citizens, we must invest in things that work, ask the experts and those with lived experience. As a lifelong resident who is greatly invested in ensuring that our government works for us, I will bring a unique perspective to council, a perspective that is rooted in democratic values. Thank you for your support, and I look forward to bringing my collaborative, solutions-driven, service-based approach to Pierce County Council, Position 4.
Hello, Enola neighbor. I'm running because I want to make sure you have someone on the council who will always be there to listen to what you have to say and who will bring your voice to the council. I believe decisions should be made with you and not for you. I'm a storyteller at heart. As a film director and writer, it's my job to inspire people to act. The more involved in politics I get, the more I see how similar it is to filmmaking. To get things done and get the absolute best result, I have to gather the most talented people and make sure that everyone works together, even if they disagree. I'm responsible for motivating people and inspiring a shared vision. I have a goal, I pick a date, and I find a way to get it done with no excuses. And that's what we need right now. I started my own business following that same philosophy, and that's why I believe I've been successful and had the privilege of paying talented people the money they deserve. One of the many things I've learned as a director is that the best ideas can come from anywhere or anyone. Everyone's opinion can be valuable. Your opinion is valuable. We're surrounded by natural beauty here in Pierce County, but unfortunately, you don't have to look far to know things can be better. When you're out on the road or you get a hefty bill or fine in the mail, you see it, you feel it. All these taxes, fees, and fines seem to sprout up everywhere like blackberries, pricking us while our paychecks get stretched thinner and thinner. But I'm an optimist, and with your vote, we can fix this. We will house the homeless, clean up our streets, and support our public safety servants. We will show troubled youth a better way, preserve our green spaces, and keep our water clean. We will work to make sure that everyone is paid a dignified wage. It'll be hard, but I know we'll get it done. If you honor me with your vote, I promise I'll fight every day to make Pierce County a place we're all proud to be a part of. It's time for a new beginning. You're the main character in your own story, and I think it's high time you have a say in writing it. Let's plot a better future. Hankins4Pierce.com. Thank you. Y ahora quiero hablar con mi familia latina. ¿Qué significa ser latino? ¿Quiénes son sus padres? ¿Algún porcentaje de su sangre? ¿El color de su piel? ¿Dónde naciste? ¿Dónde creciste? ¿El español es o no su primera lengua? Eso es parte de ello, pero para mí siempre ha significado que eres parte de una gran familia, que nunca estás solo. Donde quiera que vayas, habrá gente que se preocupa por usted. Si todos nos mantenemos unidos, siempre podremos mejorar nuestras vidas. Si me honras con su voto, alzaré su voz. Gracias.
Hi, my name is Janie Hitchin, and I am running to continue serving as your Pierce County Council member for District 6. As a teacher, I know the importance of doing your homework and having good attendance, and for the last 4 years, I've worked hard and shown up every day for our community to bring real change on issues that matter to our district, to address housing and homelessness, supporting our youth and families, improving safety, and finding solutions to address the recent rise in crime. I've reached across the aisle and across the county to find solutions to Pierce County's most serious issues. We need collaborative and compassionate council members who will listen to all the people they represent and act in their best interest. During my first term of office, I stepped up early to address the needs of our youth, advocate for survivors of domestic and gender-based violence, and work to find strategies to better support our unhoused neighbors. I supported legislation that addressed public safety by incentivizing the retention and hiring of deputies and adding services for those deputies so their physical and mental health can be supported. I have worked hard with our state and federal partners to find solutions to problems faced by our active duty residents and our veterans. Too many of our active duty service members struggle to find housing, childcare, and as some are even food insecure. These partnerships with other leaders allow for advocacy that makes real change. We have made significant progress, but there's still so much work to be done to build Pierce County we all deserve. I am committed to continuing to bring bipartisan and results-driven leadership to the people of District 6. In my next term, I will focus my efforts on using our newly acquired funding to begin addressing our opioid epidemic, planning for youth and seniors in our community, and creating partnerships with other jurisdictions to provide affordable housing and permanent supportive housing in all parts of our county. I have listened, learned, and worked hard these past 4 years, and my list of supporters shows it. I am honored to earn the endorsement from great leaders in every corner of my district, the Pierce County Central Labor Council, Washington Education Association, the Puyallup Tribe of Indians, Washington Conservation Action, West and Central Pierce Fire and Rescue, and many more. Whether you reside on Anderson or Ketron Island, you live in DuPont, Lakewood, Parkland, Steilacoom, or Joint Base Lewis-McChord, I am committed to listening to your concerns and representing your interests, and would be honored to continue to serve you every single day. And I humbly ask for your vote.
Hi, I'm Lujana, or LJ Rohr, and I'm your candidate for Pierce County Council representing District 6. For over 44 years, Pierce County has been my home. It's where I've raised my family, served my community, and have dedicated myself to making a difference. I vow to fight for the future of Pierce County and common sense policies. In the past 4 years, we've seen rising crime, homelessness, drug overdoses, and higher taxes. We are headed in the wrong direction. All the while, county revenues have nearly doubled this past decade. I will oppose the tax hikes being supported that will allow for the tripling of your property taxes at the county level. This clearly threatens all hardworking families, renters, and hurts seniors and veterans on fixed incomes. I will fight for your American dream. I'm a fierce advocate for public safety, our local businesses, and economic growth, effective approaches to homelessness and drugs, and responsible government spending. My journey to public office began when I was elected as a school board director in the Steilacoom Historical School District 5 years ago. In this nonpartisan role, we've led our district to numerous awards and state accomplishments. Currently, I am a senior legislative assistant at the Washington State House of Representatives, and I understand the policies that matter most to the people of Pierce County. For over a decade, I've been bringing people together and solving problems. I have served as the council assistant for the Pierce County Council Chair representing the 6th District. I've been building relationships and establishing good policy for all diverse neighborhoods in the 6th District, and my family reflects that rich diversity. My parents, Ammon and Kazuko Williams, taught me the importance of service and sacrifice from a young age. I now, along with my husband Jeff of 28 years, teach those values to our 4 children who live here in Steilacoom. We've also opened our home to more than a dozen foster youth. As my family grew, so did my commitment to our community. I initiated the highly successful Young Life program at Pioneer Middle School, which impacts the lives of thousands of local youth. I also serve in leadership roles for the Kiwanis of Steilacoom and Steilacoom Historical Museum Association. I'm endorsed by county leaders like Doug Richardson, Bruce Dameyer, our Lakewood and Steilacoom mayors, DuPont's Deputy Mayor Mike Winkler, and retired Sheriff Paul Pastor. I have their vote, and I humbly ask for yours. Together, let's build a future we can all be proud of.